ang inyong tulay sa himpapawid ng serbisyo publiko. Ang Presidential Broadcast Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko.
Radyo Pilipinas. Radyo Publiko.
Kinilala ng pang-international at prestigyosong Asia Pacific Broadcasting Plus Awards 2025 para sa kategorya ng Government Streaming. Ito ay dahil sa epektibo nitong pagsasanib ng mga tradisyonal na media tulad ng telebisyon, radyo at print para masabayan ang mabilis na pag-inog ng mundo ng digital at social media tungo sa mas epektibong paghahatid ng mahahalaga at napapanahong mga impormasyon sa mamamayang Pilipino. Kinilala rin ang Radyo Pilipinas dahil sa patuloy na pag-akyat ng rating. Ngayon ay matatag sa pang-4 na pwesto sa Mega Manila ayon sa pinakahuling Nielsen Radio Audience Measurement Survey. At sa social media, nakamit ang mahigit 2,000% pagtaas ng bilang ng mga sumusubaybay sa Radyo Pilipinas page sa unang bahagi ng 2025. Patunay ito na ang inyong Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko ay tunay na kaagapay ng inyong pamahalaan sa paghahatid ng serbisyo sa mga mamamayang Pilipino. Mula sa aming lahat, sa ngalan ng inyong pamunuan at mga kawani ng Presidential Broadcast Service, kasama ang inyong mga himpilan ng Radyo Pilipinas sa buong kapuluan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, sa inyong pagtangkilik at pagkilala.
Radyo Pilipinas. Radyo Publiko.
Yes, mga igala mayong adlaw ka na tanan o welcome din sa itong panaguban sa itong tulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas. Kauban ninyo Armando Finiquito, mga igala. Yes, mga igala, no? Kamusta tang tanan diha, no? O okay pa ba tatanan? Charing. O kung basi na padayon paghihapon no, napay ginaulan karon gihapon, mga igala, no? Tungod sa kanigitang tunga intertropical convergence zone, mga igala. But anyways, mga igala, no? Tanaw sa natong kanbi kaganiham wala ko'y update di kaganiya di may galbal. Anyways, mga igala, karong kuan no, i-celebrate na po nato 126, diba? Ato ang kalayaan, mga igala, Independence Day, no? After June 12, mga igala, ang Independence Day, mga igala, no? After sa 333 years, no, na pagsakop sa mga kuan no, sa mga Espanyol sa ato mga igala sa 1898, no, nakalingkawas sa gitna sa ilahang pagpanakop, mga igala, no. Pero sa tinuod lang, mga igala, unsa ba, no, tinuod bata nga nahimong gawas nun? Of course, kamo na bahala mo explain na mga katambayan, no? Kung unsa man ang inyong gawas nun bata, no? Ay, mingon ito nga, itagawas nun sa mga bayro nun, no? Utang-utang ta, mga igala, no? Hindi pa tagawas nun sa di tagawas nun sa aside sa Byron nun, di tagawas nun sa mga kuan, no? Mga kagubot, no? Kay pag na yung mga kagubot ito external, mga igala, apektado man tayo, especially sa tungkuan. Kay pag mutaas ang kuan, mutaas kung nagira dito sa somewhere dito, kung tayo, for example, gira dito sa Israel or gira dito sa apektado gyapon ta, mga igala, no? Kay ang mga movement, no, sa presyo, di ba, ekonomiya, no, so dita apektado gyapon ta, no. But anyways, mga igala, una ta mo kanano kay sa June 12 pa man ay sigutan ta na, mga igala, no. Ato ang kanon, mga igala, no, siron sa mga igala, no, unsa ang mahitabo karong June 12, mga igala, no. Diha sa tuang SMCT Davao, mga igala, sa ipahigayon na kalayaan job fair, mga igala, kung asa 2,000 plus ang ihanyag nga trabaho alang sa ato ang mga job seekers mga igal na buot magtrabaho local o abroad mga igal. Mas daghan pa ng local no. Kinahanglan niya po natong workforce nato mga igal ano. Dito sa to lokal nga may igal no pagpang-employ yun no. So dawis may igal ito maglangan may igal paminaw na to himo pahayag kagahapon panahimo pamahayag ni Dole 11 Regional Director Attorney Randolph Pensoy mga igala alang sa ipahigayon nga kalayaan job fair karong June 12, 2025. Paminaw na to.
This coming June 12, 2025, DOLE or the Department of Labor and Employment has a simultaneous activity of job fair or jobs fair, depende yun sa gusto nyo gamiton. And we also have some programs of which the DOLE program is also a flagship program like yung namin livelihood but in collaborations with Kadiwa. But so far, with our job fair, we have 2,453 vacancies. And out of that, 2,453, ang local nato nga positions vacant, 1,399. Ang overseas, 1,054. Ang participating employers sa local, 19. And then overseas, 5. So far, karoon na nga to ang nag-pre-registration na natay 680 nag-pre-registration. And I would just have to, again, to add, if you would ask them in the later engagement, yung top vacancies natin sa lokal are the customers or customer support staff and service representative, cashiers and tellers, customer service assistant, front desk clerk, bagger, service crew waiter, heavy equipment mechanic, hydraulic mechanic, heavy equipment driver, production workers, and civil engineering positions. And the type of industries that are offering these vacancies are administrative support service activities, wholesale and retail trade industry, construction industry, banking and finance industry, manufacturing industry, and transportation logistics. So for the top vacancies for the overseas, the top positions, the branch manager, waiter and waitress, welder, registered nurse, and security guard. And top destinations, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Croatia, and Japan. Now, if the comparative, you would ask Rudolph, yung comparison about our May 1 job fair. Last May 1, we have number of participating employers 45. Now we have 24 and 38. 24, and we have 7 overseas and 38 locals that May 1 engagement. But now we have 24 and 19 local and 5 overseas. I have mentioned already that this June 12, we have 2,453 vacancies. And last May 1, we have 6,741. If you ask written how many have been hired on the spot, 249. Yung kabuuan of that is 27.8% of that May 1, 2025 jobs fair or job fair. Taas na sa mga. Kaya ang mga kasagaran, 15%, but it surpasses of that number or our percentage to the 7.8%. Pero ang inahanglan yung mga daghan tayo masulod or ma-absorb sa ato mga employers. Considering ang atong vacancies, numbers of 2,453. And take note also, we have katiwa ng Pangulo. And we are in collaborations with some of our livelihood partners yung mga associations. Yung mayroon tayong 10 associations and there are agencies assisted by DOLE and DTI and Department of Agriculture. And our Kadiwa also will be conducted outside of SM. Tama ba? Sarikit would have to highlight that. And the beneficiaries for that Kadiwa, there are 30 beneficiaries. And our assistance given for all the seller, kasi kami man, ang DOLE may magbayad sa seller nato. Naman type na Pulok Association. Ang seller na ay 5,100 na sweldo for 10 days work in consideration of his engagement as Kadiwa sealer. Dito naman ako sa tupad. Ang kaming 153,000, mao tanan ay mahatag sa 30 beneficiaries sa atong Kadiwa beneficiaries. Now, if you would ask that if we have some payouts this coming June 12, wala na. Kay appeal pa man ka sa election ban. Until June 12 man ang election ban. Na siguro yung mga livelihood entitlement, pero among gitan na wala ako la ihatag sa pang livelihood local, pero ang pinaka-particular na mo, wala yung type payout on that day because we still cover on the election ban which is until June 12. Maski human ng election, po nagya po the election.
Ito sa Kadiwa, dito na po buying 20 pesos rice.
Pero wala pa yung engagement na ay kaya ang Kadiwa manggod nato ang purpose ani is katong ato mga partner nga mga farmers o na maligya among isubsidize ang ilang kita pinagi sa sweldo nga kami ang mubayad para dili kay mahal. Pero ang kani atong pangutana sa bugas kung na ay programa nga gitawag na to 20 pesos rice subsidy kay ang tumong ani kay ang 33 pesos man ang kilo ani mo na lang 20 na ay programa pero mura o pili sa job fair kay June 12 siguro the later date siguro June 13 ang iplanuhan kasi sa June 13 na simultaneous food nga distribution of 20 pesos per kilo nga bugas o niya ang banner ang agency nga involved ani ang DOLE, ang Department of Agriculture, NFA o ang EPI. EPI is Food Terminal Incorporated yata. Ano ang upat ka agency. So, we will be looking forward for a positive result considering that there are engagement and talks in relation to the distribution of 20 pesos kilo rice in our region. But not only in our region, the whole nations are considering, or the whole nation is considering for this distribution, but it has to be properly coordinated with other agency. Kay naarapan ni subsidy of 13 pesos na bayaran sa gobyerno niya, ang paliton lang sa mobile, 20 pesos lang.
So, mga tumahigan na ang pahayag ni Attorney Randolph Pensoy Mayela, Regional Director sa DOLE 11, mga higala. Anyways, mga katambayan, no? So kung gusto niyo mag-apply mga higala, dito sa pagkabuhaton na Kalayaan Job Fair mga higala, no? Tumo sa Facebook page sa Department of Labor and Employment mga higala. Ito ipakita. Department of Labor and Employment. Department of Labor and Employment. Butan na to DOLE 11 na lang diretso. I-search na niyo silang page mga higala. Ayan, DOLE Davao Region. Perdugay naman nga page. Department of Labor and Employment na lang dyan. No? Department of Labor and Employment. Na dito ilahang kan mga higala, no? Katong pre-registration. Department of Labor and Employment. Davao. Kani siya nga ko ano. So mo ni siya ang list of vacancies na diri tong pre-register na diri. Mo ni siya ang page. Ay sa to. Mo ni siya ang page, no, na national flag 2025. So mo ni siya ang page mo inyong i-con diri i-browse sige pataas pa. na din ang link no dito sa Seymour. Aning anay attention job seekers mo ni siya ang link mga igalaw. So dire ato pinduton na. Iskutin mo kung makita. So mo ni pre-registration. Mo na siya magawas. No para sa pre-registration. Na inyong kuno no. So na dire niya i-fill in din no. Ay pwede niya i-kuno na dire. So mo na no. Para sa mga gusto mo join or mo apply o trabaho sa Kalayaan Job Fair. No? Anyways, may gala, balik kitang man lang sa mga importante pahinumdum niya to si Bianan. Balik kita mga igala din sa ito panaguban sa tulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas. Kauban ninyo Armando Fenekito mga igala. Yes mga igala no. Karong hapon na no. Ato ang i-kuan sa inyo no. Ipahibuhagay sa inyo mga igala no na ang Mapua Malayan College of Mindanao mga igala no. Na din sila kaning kuno ang mga programs mga igala no related sa kaning ginatawag na to nga health sciences mga igala, which is kahapon no sa interview nako sa ilahang dean sa kuan mga igala, sa ilahang dean mga igala sa College of Health Sciences mga igala na si Dr. Adorico Ayaay mga igala no nga naday sila ka ng mga mission din na gusto nila i-fulfill din no for the people of Mindanao mga igala no, and that's why they are kaning striving mga igala no nga gusto nila nga dili although sila mga kay mahal man jud ang magpa-eskwela gid karon mga igala na pero gusto nila i-instill ba sila mga mamahimong graduates mga estudyante no. Kung unsa gid ang kailangan gid sa community mga igala, especially on the matter on the aspect of kaning health programs health mga igala health na mga issues no. So which is tan-aw na to karon mga igala no, isa sa mga kuan karon no pressing ginang kuan mga igala no, issue sa panlawas mga igala no. Just like sa to mental health no, isa po na siya sa to ang mga ginatubang na issues karon. It's because lagi sa paspas ng lifestyle karon sa mga tao no, mo na ang ilang ginakuan karon no nga unta no nga matabangan sila mga graduates, and that's what they want to instill to their students mga igala no. So anyways mga katambay nito magdugay no ato na paminawon mga igala no ang interview interview no sa Dean sa College of Health Sciences mga igala sa Mapua Malayan College of Mindanao mga igala na si Dr. Adorico Ayaay. Paminaw na to. Yes mga igala, kauban na to karon no ang Dean sa College of Health and Sciences sa Mapua Malayan Colleges of Mindanao no kun asa i-discuss na to kung unsa ang ilahang program diri sa ilahang eskwelahan no basig naday mo kuno interest no nga mag eskwela dinhi sa Malayan Colleges of Mindanao no or ang Mapua School no. Anyways kauban nato no si Dr. Adorico Ayaay ang Dean sa College of Health and Sciences. Sir, good afternoon ug welcome diri sa atong panaguban sa atong tulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas.
Good afternoon Arman, good afternoon sa lahat ng nanonood at nakikinig.
Okay, sir, first question sir no, ano yung current health science programs no na available no para sa mga enrollees ng Mapua MCM, and how did the offerings expand?
Okay, so for the College of Health Sciences here in Mapua Malayan Colleges Mindanao, we have 5 programs. So these are the BS Psychology, BS Biology, BS Pharmacy, and BS Physical Therapy. And starting next academic year, this August, we will also be offering Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology or Medical Laboratory Science. So all in all, we have 5 programs under the College of Health Sciences. Now on the question, how did we start? Actually, we base this in the demand. Like here in the Philippines in general, particularly in Davao City, in Davao region, we know that there is really a need for us to increase the number of healthcare practitioners. And these 5 programs are the most in-demand programs na kailangan din natin ngayon, including BS Psychology. You might be wondering why BS Psychology is included in the list of health sciences, because other people would be thinking it's actually a part of the College of Arts and Sciences. But I'm sure everyone is aware that during pandemic, nagiging major concern yung health, mental health ng lahat ng mga tao. And truth indeed, it is very appropriate na isali siya sa health sciences because our mind is part of our entire health. So including biology, because our biology is also majoring in medical biology. So all these programs are in demand. So we identified first ano yung mga kailangan natin, ano yung kulang natin sa Davao City, sa Davao region, sa Philippines, and even in-demand health courses or programs abroad. So doon kami nagsisimula. Tinitingnan namin kung ano yung needs ng mga tao ng isang lugar, ng Pilipinas in general.
So, and to think, sir, no, yung mga psychologists right now, very in-demand na sila.
Exactly,
especially ngayon, nauuso na yung term na mental health.
Exactly,
So, dapat sa medical talaga siya na
dapat
field.
talaga. And we can even say or claim na malaki ang population ng BS Psychology namin. In the past, hindi yan siya masyadong well-known. Although, alam ng iba, alam ng marami siguro kung ano yung program na yun. But in terms of the number of students, hindi ganon kasikat. But right after the pandemic, nagbo-boom yung psychology.
Okay. Next question, sir, is how does Mapua MCM College of Health Sciences addresses the educational needs of Mindanaoan?
Like what I have said earlier, yun yung tinitingnan namin. Ano ba yung needs? Ano ba yung kulang? Like here in Mindanao, we know for a fact na we lag behind in terms of the quality of healthcare. We have to accept that fact that compared to Manila and other parts of the country, we are behind in terms of technology, in terms of quality of healthcare, because this is also because masyadong malaki yung Mindanao, and kung meron mang urban areas like Davao City, we are also surrounded by rural areas. At hindi umaabot doon yung, in some cases, hindi umaabot doon yung services ng natin sa health. So looking at it, nakikita namin na dapat din talaga na magpo-focus tayo sa healthcare programs. And we start by offering health programs para ma-address natin yung major concern, kakulangan sa healthcare practitioners, among other things related to health.
So, next question, sir. What role does Mapua MCM College of Health Sciences play in alleviating the healthcare disparity in Mindanao?
Okay, yeah, that's what I have mentioned earlier, yung healthcare disparity sa Mindanao. Kasi rural, urban, we know na if you are a graduate of healthcare and you plan to do good in your profession, saan ka pupunta? Saan ka magtatrabaho? So, ang first choice talaga ng mga bata, we have to accept this fact also na talagang papasok tayo sa malalaking kumpanya, malalaking hospital, some would even work abroad. And well, we do not discourage that, but we have also trained our students na to focus locally. Tama naman na mag-dream tayo to work, for example, abroad or in bigger hospitals in Manila, for example. But then again, parang holistic yung pagtitrain namin sa kanila na, oops, we are situated in Mindanao, and in Mindanao, there is a big problem in terms of healthcare. And we introduce to them kung ano yung mga situations sa community. Because here in Mapua, our students are also trained to work in the community. May mga community extension services kami wherein i-expose yung mga bata. So nakikita nila yung real situation. And then we inculcate in their minds that probably someday, one day, you will be one of the big help para solve itong mga problema natin sa malaking disparity ng healthcare distribution between rural and urban areas. So, yun.
Okay, so yun nga sir, no, parang ipapakita natin yung real situation for them, no, to think, no, kung ano ba talaga yung mas
Exactly.
priority or mas dapat bigyang pansin, no. But well, it's their right din naman, no, to choose the path na kung anong kailangan
sila
nila.
pinipigilan because going to school is very expensive. So if they or their parents would like them to work abroad or etc., we also support that. In fact, that's how we do in Mapua. Yung approach talaga natin is global, yung exposure ng mga bata para if they choose to work abroad, then they are trained to do that. So yung sinabi ko nga, the term is holistic para makita nilang both sides of the situation.
So anyway sir, another question is, ano yung relevance ng Mapua MCM College of Health and Sciences collaboration ninyo na with Arizona State University?
Okay, that's a very good question because we are the only college na merong in collaboration with Arizona State University. In fact, hindi lang siya Arizona State University. We are under the Sintana Education. Para isa itong buong collaboration with 31 institutions all over the world. Ang Arizona State University lang yung parang nagiging head. Siya yung umbrella ng 31 member institutions. So relevant siya and very important because we know, number one, Arizona State University is a US-based university. Second, it's a government or state university. Third, it is number one in terms of innovation for more than 10 years. So with that, malaking advantage yun sa amin na we are in collaboration with this university because we have access to their materials. For example, we call it Arizona State University repository. So lahat ng mga materials nila, merong access lahat ng mga member institutions. And here in the Philippines, yung nga ang Mapua. So nagkakaroon din kami ng access sa mga experts nila. For example, if we want to do a research in one particular area, and then we would be asking, sino kaya ang expert ninyo dyan sa ibang universities or sa Arizona State University mismo. So nagkakaroon kami ng access sa kanilang mga experts, sa kanilang mga materials, and from time to time also tinitingnan nila yung quality of education natin dito sa Mapua. So sine-check nila if okay ba yung mga facilities natin, align ba sa vision ng collaboration na yon na dapat state of the art, world class talaga. Yun siya. Kaya masyadong importante yun siya kasi nakikita namin kung saan area kami dapat mag-i-improve para ma-meet namin yung international standards.
So may possibility din po ba sir na parang may exchange of technology, knowledge?
In fact, we have several activities like faculty mobility na yung faculty namin pumupunta doon sa Arizona State University or sa ibang member universities para magbigay ng lecture. Pwede rin sila magpunta dito. And we've been doing that. In fact, marami na tayong faculty na napadala sa iba't ibang universities, pati sa Arizona State University. Last year, I was there in Arizona State University also. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng access sa kanilang sa kanilang expertise. Like, maraming activities, meron pa tayong tinatawag na global signature courses, or yung merong simultaneous classes like here in Mapua, and then yung sa ibang university abroad, sabay na magkakandak ng klase. So either yung professor nila doon or yung professor namin dito or yung dalawang professors ang magbibigay ng lecture because we have a global classroom here where we conduct this particular activity na simultaneous. So yung mga bata natin andito lang sa Davao City pero yung professor nila is nasa abroad. So ganun. Very high-tech, very advanced.
Pero parang online class na rin.
Yeah,
Pero yung iba lang yun kasi yung setup is classroom.
Dalawang classrooms, yung sa abroad at saka isa sa amin dito. We just had last week also from a university in Indonesia and Mapua, MCM.
So, talaga, globalized na yung...
Very globalized. Okay.
Anyway, sir, about sa AI, is AI incorporated dun sa curriculum nyo? Why is Mapua championing the integration of, at tawag na, integration of AI and technology in education, especially sa healthcare po?
we are into it 100% talaga. In fact, sa curriculum namin, meron talaga kaming course, subject ang tawag natin yan no. Meron talaga kaming course na Introduction to AI, Artificial Intelligence. So incorporated talaga siya, tinuturuan talaga ang mga bata. And not only in that particular course or particular subject, all our courses are leaning towards the use of AI because we have to accept the fact that it's already the in thing now and we cannot get away with it. So we make learning easier, faster, and etc. with AI. So it's here. So why not make use of it?
Yun nga, sir. Because even the Southern Philippines Medical Center right now, they are
into it,
going into robotics.
Exactly.
No? Part of the artificial intelligence na mag-opera.
Yeah, we do that also in our PT because we are offering physical therapy. So we're into it. Robotics, in pharmacy also, we teach our students how to do dispensing using AI, among other things.
Yun na yung,
kasi sa healthcare, yun na rin siya. Yung thing, sabi mo nga sa SPMC, yun ang ginagawa. So why not start the training here in Mapua MCM? And we are very active. We have actually one department in charge of AI. We also send our faculty members to train on AI in the different parts of the country, even abroad. So we are really into it.
So that's the future na talaga, the use of technology na talaga.
The future, and we make it our present.
Yun nga, tama. Anyway, sir, last question po. Ano po yung future ng Mapua MCM College of Health Sciences look like para sa mga graduates, and paano to siya makabigay ng impact sa future ng Mindanao healthcare?
Okay. So going to what I have said earlier, ang vision talaga ng Mapua MCM is really to make our institution a leading school for healthcare programs. And again, we start by offering the most in-demand programs, and then we constantly improve these programs in terms of the quality. We collaborate with the best institutions abroad. We give our students the best facilities. We give them the best faculty members. So this is our way of helping Davao and Mindanao to make sure that we are also becoming at par with Imperial Manila and bigger schools abroad. So yun yung tinitingnan natin in the future na if students would enroll here, they do not just learn the basics, but they learn everything they need to know whenever they become part of the workforce. Kasi yan yung major problem natin sa educational system natin. Meron siyang parating gap as to what the students learn in school and what they will be doing when they start working. Tapos pag nagtatrabaho na sila, saka pa lamang nila marirealize na ang dami pa pala nilang hindi alam. We make sure here in Mapua that our graduates do not go through that kind of dilemma. So kaya tinitingnan natin, ano ba ang expected na trabaho ng isang pharmacist, ng isang physical therapist, ng isang medical biologist. And so we train them here. We provide them with micro-credentials, short courses. We embed it in their curriculum. So we do not just depend on what they learn in the classroom, but we give them short programs, short courses, like in Coursera. We allow them to experience firsthand talaga working in the community, to engage with our partners abroad and etc. So global yung approach, but we always make sure that our students do not forget that they have to look at also at their very locality on how they can contribute. So widespread yung training namin sa mga bata, and that makes it actually very very different and very essential in today's education.
Parang hindi na yung conventional,
exactly.
Kasi yung conventional medyo yung iba, even nga conventional, for may mga students pa na hindi pa rin nila alam, but if we incorporate especially technology, parang nandun kasi yung interest ng mga kabataan
natin. Totoo yan. Kasi pag patuloy tayo pagiging conventional, may iwanan din tayo mismo ng ating mga estudyante because
Yes.
they are into technology. Alam nila that they can learn a lot from Google, from YouTube, and etc. So why not make use of this? Okay, instead of preventing them from learning from this source of information. This is a source of information. It's just a matter of disciplining them as to when and how to use it properly, and that's the vision of Mapua, that we have to make sure that everything is really aligned with what education should be in today's time.
Okay. With that, dagang salamat din, no? Your message first, no, before we when we end up this interview po.
Okay, so thank you so much, Arman, for the opportunity to share our institution, particularly the health sciences of Mapua MCM. And to those who are listening or watching us, if you have the plan to be part of the healthcare system, there is a big need for healthcare practitioners out there. And if you need to be trained exactly you want to be, wherever you want to go after graduation, work abroad, serve your community, and etc., Mapua MCM is the right place for you. And I can assure you that we have the best facilities, we have best faculty members and everything. So it would really be a very good decision for the parents and for the students to enroll and study here in Mapua MCM. So we hope to see a lot of locals, Dabaweños, Mindanaoans, and even from the different parts of the country to be enrolling in Mapua MCM.
Okay. With that, Dr. Adorico Ayaay, dagang salamat, no, sa time na
Thank you,
gihatag sa mua din sa tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. So, mo ito mga igala, no? Ang ato ang interview kang Dr. Adorico Ayaay, mga igala, ang Dean sa College of Health Sciences, mga igala. So, katong psychology, mga igala, no? College of Health Sciences sa Mapua Malayan College of Mindanao, mga igala. So, dagang kong mga pandini, mga igala, nga din nag-eskwela, no? Mga anak sa kong mga kaubanan, mga igala, diha nag-eskwela sa MCM, mga igala, no? So, wapo nindot ilahang program ay gala, nakipagkuan pa sila, nakipag-tie up pa sila to Stanford University. Ay, Stanford, tama ba? Stanford, di siya Stanford. Kuan siya, saan na to? Arizona State University, no, sa United States of America, no, para mas mapalindot ang kuan, mga gala. And of course, mga gala mo kanilang gusto ginabalik-balik ni Sir ni Dr. Ayaay, mga gala, na mubalik sa community, mga gala. This is for the Mindanao. That's why Malayan College of Mindanao, no, of Mapua, no, nianhed diri sa Mindanao, mga gala. It's because they want to serve Mindanao, mga gala. And how they will serve, no, through the education they are providing, mga gala, to Mindanaoans, mga gala, no, kay kabalo kita, mga gala, na isa po sa mga pressing problems, mga gala, ang mga health issues, no, especially sa rural areas, mga igala. And gusto nila ang mga graduates muhatag balik, mga igala, no, ngadto sa komunidad dire sa Mindanao, mga igala. So kudos, no, daghang salamat Mapua Malayan College of Mindanao, mga igala, for being here, mga igala, na for Mindanaoans, no. Anyways, may ganawatay kong oras ang ngalan sa Tibok Persa sa DXRP Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko Davao, mga gala. Ako ay nakabal, Armando Finiquito. Alang sa tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas, hangtod sunod sa daghang salamat ug mayong adlaw kanatong tanan.